customer feedback is an incredibly important way not only to build loyalty with your customers, but actually to improve the product. So you may know that he, for the launch of sort of the Ford Fiesta, they had a unbiased 1,000 people could drive the cars, and they could comment back to him to an open channel on Twitter or through any social media that they chose to use.
Yeah.
And he told an interesting story. He talked about the fact that sort of younger drivers said, "Wow, this car is great, I love it, but there's one big problem," which is, I don't know if you have this in Brazil, but in America, everyone has cup holders in their car to hold their drinks, you know?
Yeah.
And the young drivers said, the cup holder is too big because we drink energy drinks and they spill when we drive the car.
Wow.
So that was just an interesting piece of learning that he got through Twitter. And so he got the engineers together and they actually figured out a way to adjust the cup holder so we could hold a Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
And the point of the story wasn't just that they fixed this, it was that the engineers then got very excited about what was going on out there. And so now many of the engineers at Ford have their own direct relationships through Twitter, the same way that Scott Monty does, to kind of get at enthusiasts and drivers who are using that to help guide their actual product design.
Yeah.
So I think that's sort of the next level of social media, is that we're going to move past the tools and the novelty of it into really figuring out how we can open up the company and create more collaboration. Not only having marketing be fixed to the company, but actually customer service, product design, engineering, R&D, human resources and recruiting. I think it's going to help many companies open themselves up and hopefully create better interactions in the marketplace.
What I like about Scott Monty, he just kind of humanized Ford a little bit. He gave a human face to Ford. He started talking to people on Twitter and stuff. He started knowing people a little bit. But I'm not sure about many companies scaling one-on-one communication on social media. I don't know what they can do. Maybe customer service. I'm not quite sure the kind of relationship they can establish to like capitalize on social media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do, Gabriel. I think that what's exciting for me when you see some of the companies that are actually doing a good job,
Mm-hmm.
it's not just Apple and Nike, or Google. It's actually Ford,
Yeah.
or Walmart, Dell, or even McDonald's.
Yeah, yeah.
I think about Walmart. I got a chance to go down and interview John Andrews, who's the head of social media at Walmart, and he created the 11 Moms program.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like Ford, Walmart was usually seen as sort of a very controlling, large, multinational company. But through the process of this social media experience with 11 Moms, Walmart started to learn that these mommy bloggers could give Walmart tremendous understanding of their customer and actually act as sort of an outside advisory board to the company. So, when you see a company as large and complex and sort of domineering as Walmart getting into social media, I think, you're going to see an evolution where more and more companies will get in. And it'll be painful. I spoke at Columbia, the Bright Company, last Thursday, and one of the questions I got was about Comcast. I don't know if you guys know this company. It's a cable company in the U.S., but Comcast has this
Comcast, yes.
Twitter page. It's called Comcast Cares.
Yeah, they had a problem in the past, Comcast, yes.
Yeah, exactly. What they're finding is it's a really cool social media platform until you try to deal with the company, and then you're dealing with the cable company again.
Mm-hmm.
So, this whole experience for me with social media is helping, companies that were once sort of apart from the marketplace really understand that if they get into it, they're going to have to go into it, the whole way.
Yeah, I like the example of Best Buy as well, and they kind of using,
And you know what?
It's okay to make mistakes, yes.
Yeah, one of the things that John Borthwick told me, he's the CEO of BetaWorks, and that's a very interesting company. They're a venture capital firm that's operating in the real-time web. So they brought out Twitter feed, they brought out Bitly, the link company that crushes the links.
Yeah.
And they also brought out a really interesting company called Chartbeat.
Yeah.
And Chartbeat basically, you can go onto their website, it's chartbeat.com, and they have a demo of how the analytics work. But basically, you can watch the performance of visitors to your website in real time. But John's point about social media was that with all the information being so instant, this is a time where you just have to, almost like a Greek tragedy, let marketplace see your struggles. Let them see how you think and how you reach decisions. Because almost the process of how you think is as important as what you come out with.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an interesting point you made, because still that you have many companies trying to use social media to try to make themselves look good, and I think it's more important to use social media to
learn.
To kind of to learn and to show who you are and what your company stands for. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
what you do.
John, let me see if somebody has a question for you, please.
Sure.
Alguém tem uma pergunta pro John?
Não, eu acho que assim, o que ele considera hoje o the best case? The best case para construir marcas na rede social. Eu acho que é uma coisa interessante para ele falar, na visão dele.
John, what is the best example of branding in your opinion? What is the best practice of branding for you?
Wow.
Well, that's a big question, I know.
No. It's a great question. The ones that I really like right now are I'm very very positive towards Zappos.
Zappos, yes.
Because for the reason that Zappos made a decision that rather to take their customer service and send it to India, they decided to keep it in Las Vegas.
Yep.
And they created their brand to basically be all about customer service. So they're just rethinking their brand in very interesting ways, and they're not relying on advertising, they're not relying on promotions and traditional sort of ways of marketing. And they're using social media
And customer service.
Basically, for sure, and the actual customer experience is the brand.
Yeah.
And I think that for me, they're a very interesting company, and many more companies like that I think are going to to continue to flourish. But I also think I'm very interested, as I said, in the big companies.
Yeah.
Not just companies you expect, like Apple and all of those. I'm interested in the companies that are very complex, that have lots of layers, and yet you start to see them doing some very interesting things. So, Johnson & Johnson is a very big company, and an interesting company website called Conversations.
Mm-hmm.
It's meant, the English word is conversations.
Yeah.
And they switched it to as mom. And if you go onto their website, it's just an incredibly open platform for moms to talk about issues with raising kids and health and nutrition for their babies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very powerful example of their brand. And, it's done very, very well for them. So a lot of examples out there, but again, I'm very interested in big companies that are trying to adjust to this new world.
John, I want to say thank you for your time, and thank you for your knowledge. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thanks for the time. Tudo bem, everybody.
Come to São Paulo. Thank you.
Okay.
Cheers.
See you in October.
I see you. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.